So in today's video, I'm going to be working on this shed and jacking it up. But I actually started working on this project, or planning for this project, back in August. So this shed was here when we bought the property, and they used it to store their lawnmower, I think, and just garden tools. And what I really want to do is to create a small shop. So when I finish this shed, I want to insulate, put sheetrock, put a nicer floor, put different windows, different door. But of course, before doing any of that, I want to make sure that this building is actually sound, that it doesn't have any issues. So I was just looking around. Okay, so we've been having some rain lately. And I was realizing that there has been this kind of mud buildup here. That it's just been hitting here, building up with mud, and then there's like moss underneath. And I also seeing a couple of ants on here, and I think that is because this mud moss situation is just too close to the ground. And of course, I don't want to fix up this place without making sure that everything is good with it. I think what we really need to do is to jack this shed up a little bit. So the inside here is pretty decent sized space actually. I think it is just perfect for a little nice hand tool workshop and little office, that kind of thing. Let me just take a moment and share what I'm thinking here. Okay, I'm gonna eventually replace these windows for two much bigger windows, and I want a nice, beautiful workbench right here that I'm gonna build. This is where I'm gonna have a nice big desk. Over here, ooh, hand tool storage, leather storage. All kinds of nice tools I want to hang on this wall. The steps here are really to clean this out, remove this thing, it's rotted, pretty unsafe, gonna replace that, build a nice deck with a little step, bring the whole house up a little bit to make sure it's nice and safe, and so that there's no further damage in the future as it's raining and there's no more mud contacting the house. The old owner put a pegboard here. I got to bring that down. Built some shelving. I'm gonna take that down. Basically want to clean this whole thing out. The windows, yeah, they don't really work here now. I'm gonna spray that, get that better. Apparently we're gonna get a snowstorm tomorrow, so I want to make sure I can close these windows. So I partnered with WD-40 for this video, which honestly is just perfect because their products are just what I need to use to get this rather sad little shed in better shape. So for the windows, I'm using their non-aerosol trigger Pro Can, which got the windows unstuck. Thank you very much. And like many of you, I tend to forget to use WD-40, around the house, on door jambs and windows and all those parts. But then when I do get around to it, I'm reminded of just how well it works and what a difference it makes. While I'm in the groove, the door has brackets and they're real rusty too. So let me do those as well. So basically spraying the screws with WD-40 to prevent rust, and for the inside I'm using their specialist rust release penetrant spray so that I can remove some of the rusty screws holding up some hooks and a pegboard inside the shed, as I don't want to break the screws in the process of doing it. Now I got a little curious to see how well this rust release spray actually works, so I placed a few rusty nails in the solution, and a few minutes later the rust was pretty much gone. So yeah, I would say it works quite well. Now WD-40 has a bunch of interesting new products such as lubricants and degreasers, which are great to keep around the shop and the house, and there's more information about that in the description. I was never a big fan of pegboard anyway. Of course, I'm gonna put on drywall, insulation, so I need to get everything nice and clean. Hey, Darwin. So today I'm gonna jack up this house. First thing to do was to identify which circuit this was powered off. So I've shut that circuit off. So you can see over here, there's a wire right there. And I wanna make sure, wanna disconnect it from inside. So as you kind of raise this up, it's not gonna break. So I need to disconnect this. So it's the power shut off. Nothing coming in here. So So I got these two separated now. Gonna cap this one in a box, and then we'll have plenty of room if the house is risen up a bit. It won't, you know, break it as it stretches. Of course, not all sheds have power. I mean, I'm really lucky that this one does. But if yours doesn't, you can just skip this step altogether. Okay, so I got the wire capped in a metal box and it's been grounded. Well, let's take a look around the house here. One of the reasons why I need to jack this up is because right here you can see there's been a lot of mud formed. You can see it right now as the snow is melting. It's just kind of coming up on the wall here, so I need to raise it up and then put gravel here so that doesn't happen. So we've got a lot of leaves under there. Oh. So this is an old car jack. I think we're gonna need a bigger jack. It's gonna go pick one up. So got a new jack that is a little bit bigger. Let's try this out. So, new day today, nice and bright. Gonna continue jacking up the house with the new floor jack, which is a lot bigger. Got it up a little bit last night, but gotta continue now and get it up all the way, which is about 4.5 inches. That's how high the concrete blocks are. It's like, I must say, it's pretty wild seeing like the house actually getting cranked up. And this is not a huge house. I mean, the jack can handle up to 3.5 tons, and you know, I don't think that the house is that heavy. So I'm leaving whatever wood was under here already because this house was level and I don't want to be messing with that. So here they also have leveled this with some asphalt shingles. I'm not going to touch that. I'm going to leave it just the way it had. Everything they had, I'm just adding one of these blocks to make sure it stays level. Okay, so I got the 3 on that side all the way up. Got this one, need to add these 2 and then some on the sides as well. I'm telling you though, it's pretty wild jacking a house up. Oh no, that's perfect. That's right on perfect. Perfect. Now there are more blocks in the front here, but in order to get to those I need to disassemble or demolish this ramp right here. Okay, so I got the whole house jacked up, and I must say that was a really interesting and fun experience. Got it cleaned out, and there was a ton of leaves under here. I mean, there must have been years and years worth of leaves. So nice to have that all cleaned up. Next I want to get some gravel, and I want to get that all around the perimeter to really reduce this mud splattering in the future. Also going to put gravel here, and I got materials right there for a small deck. Kind of stairs, deck situation, which I think is going to be really nice. And then I'm going to start tackling the inside and really finishing this shed. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Let me know if you have any questions about this process, anything that I wasn't clear about in the video, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye. We have had so much snow last couple of days. I mean, I grew up in Sweden and we had snow there quite a bit, but lately, last couple of years living in Oregon, haven't had that much snow. A little bit now and then, but not that much. And here we've been having, you know, a couple of days now of just really great snow and loving it. So much fun and just so bright, and you know, it really made me realize how much I like snow, even the shoveling part.